Superhero Bro Show on the KiwiJuice YouTube channel. I'm Bryant.
Zach.
We talk all things superhero on this show, and we got different segments. This is the first episode. I'm excited. We're not in the quite best environment, we'll say. It's, what time is it?
It's close.
8:30 at night. We got lights set up everywhere we possibly can. Usually we'll be filming in the daytime, and usually maybe we'll be switching to inside, finding a spot inside somewhere. But for now, we are outside with the freeway right there. You might hear cars in the background, just discussing superheroes. And we're going to be talking about everything superhero related that's going on in the news. We're going to start off by saying our favorite current superhero at the moment, just to kind of give you an idea of the person and the type of person we are. Mine right now is Moon Knight. I've been reading on his comics. I think he's a really cool character, and I'm excited for his Disney Plus show. What's your favorite superhero?
All time?
Or just currently even?
Currently?
I mean, all time. Wolverine, yeah. I knew that one.
Obviously.
He's a big Wolverine guy.
Yes.
Got him right here, too, on your apron. He wanted to wear his Marvel apron because he just got done cooking us dinner, so.
They call me the Marvel Chef.
The Marvel Chef, that's what they call him, apparently.
Because I can think up things and cook things at the same time.
Exactly. That's how it goes here on the show. All right. So we're going to be talking about, first off, our first segment, which is Up in the Air. This is where we talk about rumors and everything going on in the superhero news, just that's not officially confirmed yet.
Okay.
So, to start this off, we have a DC news. Well, actually, this is Marvel news for the She-Hulk series. Do you know who the Wrecking Crew is? It's those four guys with the crowbar, the wrecking ball. They're going to be apparently in the show. Not casted yet, just rumors up in the air that they are going to be in that show. Any thoughts on that? I remember them from the Superhero Squad, the little cartoon.
That's what I was thinking of too, yeah, because
I don't know much
you always
from the
forget
comics.
about Hulk, because there's no backstory to him.
Yeah.
And shows or anything unless you read the comics. But that Superhero Squad did it awesome.
Yes.
There's so many good Hulks in that.
And you got Hulk villains, like the Abomination was a big villain in that. Yeah. Now we saw him in Shang-Chi, which we just saw this last weekend.
And he seemed like a good guy.
He seemed like a good guy. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Teaming up with Wong, maybe. A spoiler alert. Oh, gosh. I hope you all have seen Shang-Chi if you're watching a superhero podcast anyways. All right. There's also another rumor about Spider-Man 3. That it's going to be a two-parter, almost like Infinity War and Endgame. So it's going to end with Tobey and Andrew showing up, and then they're going to announce Spider-Man 4 at the end, which is a part 2 to this. Because they're saying this because it's been filming for so long, and how many shots they've been filming just is too much for one movie, they're saying.
Can't fit into one movie.
Yeah. But when they filmed Infinity War, they filmed Endgame right after it. Like at the same time they were filming both. So it could be a possibility that they are filming a Spider-Man 4 right now too, and they're going to announce it right at the end of Spider-Man 3 when Tobey and Andrew just show up right at the end.
Oh,
so we get a whole
off so bad.
It would, but you get a whole movie with them eventually.
Eventually, yeah. But watching this one, you'd be so
yeah. You're waiting for them the whole time. They just show up at the end, and the movie ends. Credits roll.
Like I knew it. Oh no.
Exactly. It'd be.
I gotta watch the next movie.
Yeah, that wouldn't be. I wouldn't be too great, but at the same time, it would be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
And we also have one more rumor just right now to talk about. There might be a few more. I'm kind of going through a list. It's all random right here. I haven't organized it quite yet. That Disney is attempting to buy Spider-Man back fully and all the characters coming with it. Any thoughts on that?
Well, that'd be a great idea.
I mean, they should have done that a long time ago.
But Sony has never given it up, though.
No, Sony is not giving them up because that's their biggest moneymaker.
They know the value in Spider-Man, though. That's
and
the
now,
crazy thing.
Yeah.
Especially with the video games they just made. I mean...
The Spider-Man games, exactly, for the PlayStation.
Some of the best video games made.
Into the Spider-Verse did so well, and they're making a second one now. I don't think they can give it up.
One of the best animated movies, too.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think they can give it up.
So
I hope
hard.
they do, but I
mean, you want them to incorporate everyone into the MCU.
Because it's so... Like, even earlier, I think it was right after Spider-Man Far From Home came out, Tom Holland, Disney and Sony had like an argument. Remember this? And they said that he was done with the MCU, and then they brought him back in to make Spider-Man 3. But Tom Holland's deal is done after this. If it matters if he signs on more movies after this, But right now, the confirmed news is that he is done with Spider-Man after this movie, until he signs that contract for more.
Wait till this movie makes so much money that
and then they sign that contract.
they sign that contract.
But just if they kill him off, then that'd be a little bit difficult. But I don't think they'll do that. I really don't.
We shall see, though.
We shall see. All right.
Shall see.
That's basically all the little rumors that we got going on right now. Now this is going to be Kiwi News. Instead of KiwiJuice, it's Kiwi News. This is all news, actual news that was confirmed. This is not rumors. All of this has been confirmed by either Warner Brothers or Disney about superhero movies. And we're also talking about some other things that's going on around the superhero news. So first off, we have Ironheart is going to be in Black Panther 2. Did you hear about this?
No.
So Ironheart from the Ironheart show, Riri Williams, is an MIT student who takes over for Tony Stark, takes Tony Stark's like ideas, makes her own armor.
Yes, okay.
She's going to be in Black Panther 2.
Ooh.
Because they're saying that the cast ends up in MIT where she's a student at, and they somehow meet her there and kind of build up for her series that she's getting later on Disney Plus.
Right,
so we're going to get a little taste of how her character is and how the actress is playing her character in Black Panther 2, which is cool. I like how they're connecting everything. The shows, the movies. You're going to have to watch the movies to know the shows. You're going to have to watch the shows to know the movies.
So that's not like Iron Man's daughter,
no.
right?
No.
So who is she? Like,
she's an MIT student. There's a theory, because in Civil War,
how does she know Iron Man, though?
In Civil War, Iron Man goes to MIT and funds all their projects. You remember that at the very beginning when he's showing off his hologram tech?
Yeah.
He goes, I funded all your projects. She could have been a student in there, and her project was to create another Iron Man suit, which is Ironheart.
All right.
She's more popular now because of I know they did the Marvel Legends. I think it's that girls show where all the girl superheroes from Marvel come in. She's in that show. So she's kind of gained popularity from that, but she is getting her own show, which I might say it's a little too soon after Iron Man's death, but that's a little controversial topic.
You can't just get rid of Iron Man either. You got to have a replacement.
I get that, but it seems like they're replacing a lot of characters. We got Captain America replaced, Iron Man's getting replaced, Black Widow got replaced by Yelena. I just feel like don't get too old with replacing characters. She-Hulk might replace Hulk. Kate Bishop might replace Hawkeye.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's like, and Jane Foster might replace Thor. So it's like, you never.
But they're trying to build a new Avengers at the same time.
Yeah.
You can't keep the old Avengers for a new Avengers movie.
I know. I just hope they introduce new characters like Nova. How has he not had a movie yet?
Nova.
Or even join the Guardians. It's just like some characters need some spotlight. I feel like before we reintroduce newer versions of older characters.
Exactly.
Okay.
That makes sense.
How'd you think about the Eternals trailer? I know it was a little bit ago, but are you excited for that movie?
I am, yeah.
I wasn't excited before this trailer, but after watching this trailer,
finally
I've become
seeing it, and like the whole purpose of them being away from Thanos and that whole battle, and then
Angelina Jolie's character is cousins to Thanos. Yeah, they've just been hanging out.
Yeah, they're just watching.
Then they can't do anything. The Celestials just won't let them.
So I wonder if any of the snap had to do with any of them getting erased as well, or they just immortal, or is it only humans?
Or they've all been just living through that, or some of them got this dusted. Yeah, I'm excited for Icarus, the like Superman type character. He looks cool.
Yeah.
I hope they don't make him too much like Superman. Make him a bit different.
But I think laser as his eyes, and then he flies at the same
super
time.
strength. So
maybe a little super.
Yeah, not too much.
Not as much as
Hulk or Superman.
Yeah.
But I think I'm excited for the movie. It's 2 months away. Yeah, October, November. Well, finishing off September, so 3 months away basically. And then you won't have that much of a wait after that, because right after that is Spider-Man, which is leading us into the next topic. That trailer. That trailer was something. I posted my reaction.
It's hard to even process it.
There was so much going on. You had Lizard in the background. You had Green Goblin's bomb, Doc Ock. There was maybe a sighting of Sandman even. And
maybe.
Who was the fifth one? Nice. Electro. Jamie Foxx's Electro shooting yellow lightning this time instead of blue lightning. So it's like they're variants of these different villains that come from the different universes, which is interesting because they're a little bit different than those versions we've seen. Doc Ock's back to evil. He was good at the very end of Spider-Man 2. He's evil again. You could tell because the red lights in the Ock arms. When it's white, he's good. When it's red, he turns evil, and it's red in the trailer. But you never can trust a trailer, honestly. There's that Infinity War shot with Hulk running with them. It was never in the movie, so it's like you never, you never know what's gonna be in the movie just based on the trailer. They could lie so much, and especially how long they were holding that trailer back. They could have been editing so much footage, fake footage for that trailer. You just don't know what's real. It's just it builds your anticipation. They give you a little sprinkle of stuff, but most of it is probably not real. We're back. Zach had to go take care of children. He is a dad, so.
Try to be, at least.
If you hear bug zapping in the background, there's a bug zapper. We just didn't want them surrounding all these lights right here, so we have that on. You'll also hear that in the background. Like I said, if we're filming in the daytime, some of this stuff won't be an issue, but right now it's a little bit of an issue. We're just trying to get this out, the first episode out. So we're going back into it. We finished with the Spider-Man trailer last. The next news is Anthony Mackie has signed on to it for a deal to star in Captain America 4. So that deal is basically confirmed. He is going to be the main star of Captain America 4 now. Any thoughts on that? Did you like him in Falcon and Winter Soldier?
It's cool, but not that cool.
I don't know. I like the suit. I think the suit was sick.
The suit was awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he gets freaking wings.
Yeah. He doesn't take the Super Soldier Serum, which will be interesting. I hope we see more Bucky in the movie. But the thing is, who's going to be the villain? Because you're not going to redo John Walker from the show. It's just going to be like, who do you think the villain could be? I've seen Red Skull's daughter flying around. He has a daughter in the comics, so she could come into play. Or even, that could be the Thunderbolts. That could be Val's setup with John Walker, Yelena, maybe Abomination. It's just going to be maybe setting that up.
Is that those bad guys or those?
They're like anti-heroes. Like Red Hulk's in it usually with General Ross, but it's going to be, I don't know who could be the villain. Maybe Red Skull's daughter. That's probably the best bet, maybe.
That'd be a good battle, though. I mean, if you get Captain America, most loyal guy ever, against these kind of anti-heroes.
Yeah. It'd be going for something, definitely. I didn't really care for the villains in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, so I just hope they're better than the Flag Smashers. That's all I'm kind of hoping for.
No, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. So, that's that. Going into some DC news now. Robert Pattinson was only paid $3 million to be in the Batman, compared to Dwayne Johnson, who made $22 million for Jungle Cruise, the most paid this year.
So did he take it for the role?
He must have just he got paid like the least out of like the more popular movies this year. He must have just taken it for the role, but it's like you're still playing Batman. You got to pay them pretty good, you know.
Yeah, but
he's not a popular
last couple
actor.
Movies. What's the last good movie he's been in?
The Lighthouse. I haven't seen it. Heard good things about it with Willem Dafoe.
I didn't see
it's a very strange movie from what I've heard, but it's popular and I hear it's good. I think it's up for some Oscars. Don't quote me on that, but but he was a vampire in Twilight, so I feel like maybe that dropped his salary just a little bit. He was Edward.
He's got some good movies.
Yeah, but it's just like $3 million though. Maybe that's pretty low. I feel like it could have been a bit higher. They kind of screwed him.
He probably just took it just to be Batman. Who wouldn't want to be Batman though? I mean, it's like
So
I guess if you're an actor,
it's like you can have this role, but we're gonna pay you.
We're gonna pay you shit money.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get to be Batman.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I would do it honestly.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Another DC news: they're making a Black Canary movie with the same actress who played her in Birds of Prey. Misha Green. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but she was in Birds of Prey. Do you remember her character in Birds of Prey? Black Canary. So she's getting her own movie on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So,
again, I feel like we already did the Black Canary story with Green Arrow.
On the Arrow show? I didn't watch Arrow. I can't really get into the CW shows all too much, if I'm honest. The Flash I watched a bit, but it fell off hard.
I know, yeah. First three seasons
were great.
Good, and then it's like,
second season was amazing with Zoom and stuff. Yeah, it was just, you couldn't watch it. All right. Kevin Feige does have an estimate on when Deadpool 3 is going to come out. He hasn't released it, but he says it is written down when I want Deadpool 3 to come out. And I think they're just starting to write it. So it's actually probably sooner than you think that it's going to be coming out. Which, they're going in the multiverse. Ryan Reynolds is probably going to pop in from the multiverse.
Is it for sure?
Yeah.
Kevin Feige owns?
It's a confirmed movie coming out, Deadpool 3.
He has control over Deadpool 3?
Yes.
What?
MCU has a total control over Deadpool 3.
No way. Oh, because of X-Men, huh?
Yep.
He was considered an X-Men before.
Yep, he was in the Fox universe.
Alright.
So.
Damn, that's so crazy.
Yeah. You didn't expect it to be coming out this soon after the whole Fox Disney deal, but it's actually coming out sooner than you think.
Yeah.
He has it written down, a date written down. That's basically saying, all right, it's coming out that date. If you have a date, it's basically when it's going to come out, unless, something like COVID hits, but we won't dive into that.
So, yeah, who can they incorporate in that movie? I mean, you can't.
Anyone.
You can't just pull everybody and everyone to the movie.
No, you
got to pick only one or two. And
you probably do Cable again, but it's interesting if you do Wolverine.
I mean, that's the ultimate battle right now. Hugh Jackman
and Ryan Reynolds. But if you bring Cable back, this is the thing though. Josh Brolin plays Cable.
Yeah.
He also plays Thanos. So there's some confusing things with mixing this Fox universe in with the multiverse. So I'm letting Kevin Feige handle it. I'm sure he'll do a great job, combining
Obviously,
everything.
he's done a great job.
It's just like right now I cannot think of a way you could pull that off, like smoothly.
That's a tough one, yeah.
So
I mean, some great characters out there that can join Deadpool, though.
Yeah,
especially in the X-Men universe.
Do some good villains too. You could bring in like Taskmaster, maybe a good one. No shots fired. Or even, I'm fine with her being Taskmaster. Just make her a better character. Give her a good story and bring her back maybe for Deadpool 3 and have her let Deadpool just rag on her the whole time because nobody really liked her in Black Widow.
Yeah.
I'm not being sexist. I'm going to state that right now. I'm not sexist about it. I just think her character could have been written better. Leading into our next topic, that Black Widow writer, the writer of Black Widow, says that the whole movie was written in 11 days. Only 11 days, he said.
Possible.
That's how long he said it took to write the movie.
Whatever. 11 days.
Not only, is that like a congrats, you finished the movie early, or is that like a...
No, you should have took your time a little bit more.
Exactly. You should have taken your time and written a better story than what we got. That's just my opinion.
I mean,
she deserves
the story we're expecting, and we got it. I mean,
you're expecting it though, because adding on to getting how many trailers, because they got pushed back so much. We've seen so many trailers. We basically knew what was going to happen. I called who Taskmaster was going to be. It was very predictable. It's just like who else could it have been? They didn't even give other suspects. It was just basically her or that one friend of Black Widow. It's like, so I don't know. I just think he should have taken his time more. And I don't even know why is he coming out to like he's so proud of that. I don't think that's I finished the script early. But everyone's ragging on how bad the script was, but everyone's ragging on how bad the movie was. But yeah, I finished it early. Congrats.
It's good, but it could have been better.
Exactly.
Kind of thing. Oh yes.
And I mentioned how we got a lot of trailers for Black Widow. We're going back on the Spider-Man 3 trailer real quick because I forgot the topic. It broke Endgame's record for views in 24 hours. That's crazy. You know how anticipated people were for Endgame? Now people are just probably waiting for that Toby Andrew cameo in this trailer. Just didn't get it. But I feel like this trailer was a perfect just tease to what we're going to see. It was just everything that I wanted to see was shown in this trailer. Not too much, not too little.
Yeah, but the anticipation build up to it.
Yeah.
I feel like made it more,
because they just kept holding it back and holding it back. When is the trailer coming?
What are they going to show? How are they going to do
it? It leaks the night before.
Leaks?
No, did you know the trailer leaked the night before it came out? Yeah. You saw that, right? Yeah, that was crazy. So this isn't really news. It's just something I want to talk about. How was the Spider Slayers ride at Avengers Campus? He went to Avengers Campus like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Awesome.
So he got to ride all that stuff. I haven't ridden it yet. I want to go, but did you like it?
Yes, it was so cool. I mean, you get to feel like you're shooting webs out of your hand. Actually, where you aim, it's where those freaking webs go.
It's crazy technology because you don't have anything on or anything.
No.
It's just all those cameras are just tracing where you shoot.
Exactly. Right when you go like this, it traces it, so it knows where you're shooting.
And then you can buy upgrades. You can buy upgrades. That's what's cool about it.
Yeah,
stealing your money. It's stealing your money, but for a good purpose, because you can only ride it once a day.
Then you get double points when you get the electric.
Yeah, the thing is, if you buy it, you can't go back on the ride because you only get to ride it once a day.
Yeah, so far.
But later it's going to be a good. I think it's a good add-on to it.
get to ride it twice, and you buy those freaking things.
Yeah. And while he was at Adventures Campus, you got to see the shawarma stands, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't know what the shawarma stands were.
Oh, damn it. Why did... I love shawarmas, but...
What is that?
Why is there shawarmas in freaking Marvel Land?
Well, his wife told me that. I was like, what are you... You don't remember shawarma from the first Avengers movie?
No.
Bug Zapper's not working.
I remember getting burgers. I thought they got burgers.
No, it was shawarma at the very end. They're like, he's like, you ever had shawarma when Hulk like grabs him on the building, holding him, sliding down, screams in his face, is like laying on the ground, like, yo, ever had shawarma? Let's go get some shawarma. And then they go to shawarma at the end credits scene. You don't remember that?
I do now.
You do now. But at the moment you were like, I
still thought there had
shawarma stands everywhere.
Yeah, I think they had shawarmas. Shawarmas like burritos.
Yeah, burritos, kebabs, all that stuff. But
chicken in it.
Yeah.
I thought they were eating burgers, man.
So I've been collecting all those topics for like weeks now, just waiting for recording this episode. But this is what's kind of happened in the past week. We saw Shang-Chi. Did you like it?
Awesome.
Yes.
Great.
I thought it was
great movie, great action. Story was
dives into the culture better than I think Black Panther did.
Yes.
I liked it more than Black Panther. I wasn't a big Black Panther fan when it first came out. I think it was a little overhyped, but I did like this movie a lot more than I think a lot of other Marvel movies, especially Black Widow. I think it did good. Adding on to it did good. It definitely did good in the box office because that was... Have you seen how good it did in the box office? It's made quite a bit of money, more than expected. It made in Friday alone what they expected to make all weekend.
Damn.
So, I don't know. I can't remember the exact amount. I think it was 70 million already in the first weekend, which for COVID, that's... No, I think it was 20 million. I can't remember. I don't remember how much it made, but it made a lot, especially for a COVID movie. Not quite like an Avengers movie, but this is a new character who we haven't seen yet. Brand new character during COVID time, making
an origin story.
Since it did so well, there was a little update on Venom. Have you heard it?
Yeah.
It got pushed back up to October 1st now. 2 weeks, I think, it got pushed back up. So now we get to see it early.
October 1st.
Since Shang-Chi did so well, they're like, okay, our movie can do that well. Probably won't do as well because it's not MCU, but I'm sure it will do pretty good, if I'm being honest. With Woody Harrelson, Tom Hardy, you can't really go wrong. And the Venom character is so popular. So yeah, that, I think, I'm excited for Venom. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yes. So excited.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson as Carnage.
It's perfect. I think it's perfect. Him or Jim Carrey would have been the perfect. I think it's just both of them would have been perfect, but I like Woody Harrelson.
Tom Hardy still.
Have you seen the new Aquaman 2 suit?
I saw a picture of it.
Yeah, it's like a darker suit, darker blue. Black. Yeah.
Blackish kind of.
I think it's pretty cool looking. Not usually what we see from Aquaman.
Yeah, I don't know how that fits in with Aquaman though. I mean,
because they're starting to record this movie now. Do I agree with this movie? No. I'm going to get into why I probably won't see this movie.
You're going to see the movie.
I probably will not see this movie.
Why would you not see it?
Because, well, first off, let's talk about one more thing before we get into that. Ocean Master is coming back. There's set photos of
yeah,
Ocean
did you
Master.
See him? He's got a big old beard.
Yeah, so you saw those two.
Like, I've been dishonored for so long.
And he was good in the first one. I liked him in the first one. Didn't really care for the whole movie, but I did like his character quite a bit. And Black Manta. And this is why I probably won't see the movie. Amber Heard is coming back as Mara.
Ooh, she's so hot though.
Yes, but come on.
Sorry.
Warner Brothers kicks out Johnny Depp out of
poor
Fantastic Beasts. I think it's a Warner Brothers movie, right? Yeah, it's Warner Brothers.
It is.
They kick him out, but they won't do the same for her. I think in the whole... Do I think they're both guilty? Yes. Do I think they both should be punished? Yes. Why does Johnny Depp get punished, but Amber Heard gets to be in her movie? There's already fans outraged by this. They could have just recasted her.
You can't recast her, though. No, that'll ruin the whole series. Like, trying to recast
Okay, so you're telling me the Iron Man series got ruined because they recasted War Machine?
You can't recast every freaking DC character out there.
I don't care. This topic is so controversial. You're going to keep her in. I'd rather...
Obviously. I mean, it wasn't that bad as they say. I don't know the whole story, but...
She abused Johnny Depp. They both abused each other.
Yeah, they both abused each other. It's fair game.
Verbally, but she was punching him in the face and...
Slapped him, she said.
There was a court case. There was a court case for it. So it's just like, you're going to keep that actress. I don't know. It's very controversial. I think they should have recasted her. That's just my personal opinion. But I see you disagree.
Yeah.
But... that's just how it is. I don't know how I feel about the movie. I didn't really care for the first one all that much, so I might not be seeing the second one just because of that stupid little detail. But have you heard what Kevin Feige has said about a Marvel DC crossover? Because James Gunn has been coming out saying he wants to do one. Kevin Feige, you know how he always shuts things down right away. Know what he said about a Marvel DC crossover? Never say never.
Never say never. Obviously.
Goosebumps on that one. That's exciting.
You can't do it though.
You can. You could easily just. What if they don't with Spider-Man? That's a Sony picture thing. They just split profit.
That's still the same.
Warner Brothers and Disney. Multiverse. There you go.
It might be like 10 when they run out of material.
Yeah. Like
it's gonna be
far down the road. It's gonna be far down the road, but like he said, never say never. So it's gonna.
I know he's only got so many story tales.
Yeah. I don't think it was Kevin Feige. I forgot who said it, but they have confirmed Agatha from WandaVision will be coming back in another MCU project very soon.
She's part of Disneyland. The
Oktoberfest, not Oktoberfest. That's the drinking one. I don't think Disneyland's doing that.
Halloween Land. She's one of the villains.
Oh, really?
Disneyland, yeah.
Interesting. She has been popular since WandaVision. I think she might even pop up in Doctor Strange too. It seems like they're doing a lot of characters, even with. There's rumors that the Fox movies are coming in from there, and we're going to see a fight between Wanda and a famous Fox character, Jean Grey, Magneto, Wolverine. You don't really know. So yeah, that's interesting. How many characters they're bringing into that movie?
Yeah.
And the last topic for Kiwi News: have you seen the Marvel Midnight Suns game trailer? The Midnight Suns.
Yes.
That looks pretty cool. I'm excited for that. Rockin' Ghost Rider just.
Yeah.
Moon Knight's a character. Moon Knight's a Midnight Sun. He's just not in. He's not in there.
He isn't?
No, they replaced. They have Iron Man and Captain America, they're just popular characters, so they slid them in, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it. I'll be rocking Ghost Rider, running around, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. We'll probably be playing it together.
Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out next month.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Which one's that?
The video game.
Yeah.
You get to be Star-Lord, Star-Lord. So it's a single-player game.
I don't know how I feel about that. I wish you could be all of them. I played the Telltale. Guardians game. I like that. I thought it was pretty cool. Delve into some new characters while keeping like Thanos and such in there. But another Guardians game. It's gonna be interesting. I'll see maybe some gameplay. I probably won't play it, but I'll probably watch some gameplay on it. So yeah.
You know you're gonna play it.
I'll probably play it. I'll probably play it a little bit maybe. So yeah, that is Kiwi News. Next up, our segment is True or False. That bugs ever. I have some true or false questions. Usually I'll be writing these up right now. Like I said, we were scrambling a little bit. I got a BuzzFeed one for you. I'm just going to give you questions. He has to answer them true or false. If he gets them right, let's see how many he gets right at the end.
No.
Ready? So, this is MCU themed, okay?
Right.
The first Infinity Stone to appear in the MCU was the Space Stone. True or false?
Yes, true.
Know that one? That's correct. He appeared in Captain America: The First Avenger,
Yep.
which was the first time we saw an Infinity Stone. Tony Stark is the richest Marvel character. True or false?
Marvel character in general?
I think in the MCU.
In the MCU,
yeah.
Okay.
They're all MCU themed.
Alright,
I know this one too, but let's see if Zach gets it.
False. Black Panther.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. The most expensive Marvel movie is Avengers: Age of Ultron. True or false?
Movie?
I don't know when this is dated too. That could play a factor maybe too.
I wouldn't even think of that one being that most expensive.
There's a lot of CGI.
Since you're asking, it's true.
You're saying, well, I can't see the right answer. I'm clicking right here to reveal to you. You're saying true? It was correct. With an estimated budget of $365 billion, the Avengers: Age of Ultron is the most expensive Marvel movie ever made. Endgame is the second one, so it is updated. That's more than Endgame. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Black Widow's real name is Natalia Alinovna Romanova. Her full name, is that her full name? True or false? I could even pronounce it. It's Russian.
Jeez.
Here, you want to look at it? Read it. Natalia.
They do call me the Russian, so. Natalia Alianovna Ravnosova.
That's not what it said, but we'll give it to you. True or false?
False.
It's true. That is her full name. So you got one wrong so far. This is an easy one. MJ is played by Zendaya in the recent Spider-Man movies. True or false?
Not Mary Jane, but MJ. Okay, yes.
True, yeah. Didn't say Mary Jane, said MJ. Captain America was frozen for 55 years. True or false?
True.
That is false. He was 66 years. Wakanda acquired vibranium from one of the Infinity Stones. True or false?
False.
It was a meteorite.
Come on.
Nick Fury lost his eye because it was scratched by a cat. True or false?
True.
It's true, but it's actually a flurkin, not even a cat. So.
It's a cat version of a flurkin,
I guess. Groot has never said anything else apart from the phrase "I am Groot." True or false?
True.
That's false. We are Groot.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So you did better than 59%. You got 6 out of 9 correct. So you missed a few in there.
Yeah.
You did better than half the percent of people that have taken that quiz. So I'll give it to you. So that's true or false. Usually I will be coming up with the questions, but like I said, it was scrambled, so we did that one the last minute. Now is a segment called Bros Become Foes. We each have picked a character. Might be popular, might be unpopular. That we're going to pit against each other and just kind of argue against why I think our character would win. Unless you really think the other character's going to kick your guys' ass, then you just give up, I guess.
Just give up.
So, who is your character, Zach?
Who is my character?
Yeah.
No. I got to choose first?
Yeah, just the first character.
Oh,
you have like 3 there, Zach.
Yes.
And so you can't just pick the one that...
I got to pick one.
I have my one guy. I have one guy that is written down. So you pick one, and I'm just going to tell you my one guy. So it's not unfair. Wolverine goes up against Green Lantern. I think it'd be a good fight. I think. The thing is, Wolverine's crazy. He also is invincible.
Very invincible.
But I feel like,
Very invincible. I mean, he heals instantly.
It's just, can adamantium cut through ring power? You know what I mean? Like, that's the question right now. Because I feel like Green Lantern could just lock him in a box and just hold him there. You know, and Wolverine couldn't do anything about it.
But Wolverine's so fast, so quick that you can cut that finger off.
And he's so short.
Once that finger's cut off, he has no power.
That's true. That's true. I'll give that to you. I just think...
And he's so indestructible that, I mean, you can try to lock him
but Green Lantern can fly, so I feel like if he just stays in the air away from Wolverine's reach and just holds him in a box, I mean, that's the most you can do.
Unless he gets his
it's just,
lantern.
I don't think Wolverine...
What if Wolverine had his lantern?
I don't think Green Lantern could finish Wolverine. The best I think he can do is just lock him up, and that's all you can do with Wolverine.
Yeah,
really, you can't kill him. Eventually, Wolverine would probably best him.
And Green Lantern only has a limited source of power because he always has to charge his ring.
Yeah, so
once he loses his charge, boom.
I'll give you.
Boom! Ring is gone.
I'd give you Wolverine for that. I'd give him Zach. Wins the first out of many, probably, of those. Okay. The next segment.
I thought you got to pick one.
I did. It was Green Lantern.
No, you got to pick a new one.
No, it's just one. It's just one.
And then I get to pick one.
It's just one character that we pit against each other every episode.
Let's do one more.
I don't have another one.
Come on.
I don't have another one.
Let's pick one.
Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Magneto. What is the Infinity Gauntlet made out of?
Some alien metal, probably.
Metal? Did I just hear metal?
Shut up. We're done with this. We're done with this. Next segment.
So easy.
The next segment is top 5. So every week I pick a top 5 category, and we're just going to list top 5 for that. For this week, it is the top 5 anticipated movies. Not Marvel movies or DC movies, just superhero movies in general.
Ooh.
So I'll tell you my list first. Starting at 5th, I have The Flash. I'm excited for that movie. I think it's going to be cool. Flashpoint Paradox. Michael Keaton's coming back. I'm excited to see the characters. Supergirl's going to be in it. It's going to be a very interesting movie, I think. And it's going to establish the multiverse in DC. So you get Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton. They're a little behind, but yeah. 4th is The Eternals. I'm excited for that movie. After the trailer, I think that also built my hype a lot.
Sure.
Number 3 is Robert Pattinson's The Batman. Just even that first trailer just built me up. It's going to be like a horror, dark Batman movie, which fans have been wanting for how long, and it's finally coming. It's just going to be if Robert Pattinson can match up to Christian Bale and Ben Affleck, I think, and if he can do a good job as Batman. That's what it's going to come down to. Number 2, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I mean, that's obvious. This is going to be so cool to see him going through the multiverse. The first MCU horror movie. Exciting. And, of course, number 1, Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, that's just a given at this point with that first trailer. It's just like, you're getting the 3 Spider-Man. You've won me. And I think an honorable mention for me is going to be Into the Spider-Verse 2, because I like the first one a lot. And I'm excited for the second one. What's your list, Zach?
Ooh. I forgot.
Well, you wrote it down.
Main Sony movie. I can't believe.
What's your fifth? Start at 5th.
Oh, jeez.
I want to know what? I'll get to it when we get there. Go ahead.
Guardians 3.
That's going to be interesting. Adam Warlock as the villain. Mm-hmm. Thor might be in it. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it depends on these next couple movies as well.
I hope they don't kill Rocket. Rocket's my favorite Guardian. They're saying he might die in this. Next up in 4 is the Internals. Not the Eternals, the Internals.
The
Internals. I've never heard of this movie. What's this movie about?
It's about the externals, but they turn internal.
Oh, okay. So you're excited for the Eternals, I'm guessing.
Yes.
After that trailer, we have them in the same spot at 4.
Baby, I think Guardians might take over that one if I knew more about Guardians.
Yeah, we haven't gotten too much info on it yet.
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting. Good cast. Yeah. Very big star-studded cast.
And then we got Multiverse of Madness, of course.
Okay. That's given.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be a crazy movie. So much is going to happen with Wanda and Doctor Strange.
I'm a huge Venom and Carnage fan. Number 2, Venom.
That is
Let there be carnage.
That is a hot pick right there. If I've seen one, it's
gonna be so good. I love Tom Hardy as freaking Venom.
He really liked the first Venom. I was like, it's okay, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the next one.
It wasn't amazing, but
I'm excited for the next one.
So potential, so much.
I just wish it was rated R. That's the only thing. I just wish it was rated R. Give me Venom just ripping people and shredding through people like the Suicide Squad with King Shark. Just give me that with Venom.
No, we don't need that. You can still tell the story without it.
I guess
my little 8-year-old kid wants to see it. If it's rated R, he's not going to be able to see it. Well, he's a huge Carnage fan.
Your kid wants to watch Deadpool too, but he can't. It's just some things you just have to go through in life. I wasn't able to watch The Dark Knight until I was grown up, or The Incredible Hulk.
Hasn't watched that one yet.
Yeah, has you watched The Incredible Hulk? Yeah. I wasn't allowed to watch that one.
What?
Yep. Too scary for me. My dad said.
Geez.
Yeah, so I wasn't even allowed to watch an MCU movie when it first came out. And I'm guessing number 1 is the obvious one, Spider-Man No Way Home. It's just everyone's favorite. It's exciting. That movie is going to be insane. It's just gonna be crazy, especially if all 3 come back. I'm excited. I liked Andrew. I think Toby has the OG.
If they don't come back though, how pissed are you gonna be?
Not that pissed, actually. I'm not
gonna hate the movie just because those two don't show up.
I won't be like, oh, this movie sucked because they weren't in it. I think they're in it. I mean, with every little every hint that we've gotten, it's just like a guarantee. Marvel would have came out and said, yeah, they're not in it. They would have been shutting that idea down right away, because if they didn't and the people see this movie, the Flickster reviews are going to be terrible. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to build so much anticipation because of Soups and all these streamers and all these YouTubers building up this anticipation.
It's going to make more people actually want to see it before the previous.
But it's just
the post things.
But now I won't be mad. We're getting Alfred Molina back as Doc Ock, Willem Dafoe back as Green Goblin, Jamie Foxx as Electro. I mean, just those 3 alone, I liked all 3 of those villains from the movies. I'm excited to see him come back and possibly even be better than original, like Jamie Foxx's Electro. He needs some redemption.
Yeah. We shoot out yellow laser beams.
Like yellow lightning, not the blue. Man's turned into like a freaking popsicle or something whenever he was blue.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe is just the Green Goblin. I mean, you can't have Dane DeHaan come back from the Amazing Spider-Man movies. You have to have Willem Dafoe. And then Alfred Molina is just Alfred Molina. That is the Dr. Octopus. You can't even recast it. They knew they had to just bring him back from Sam Raimi's movies. So I think it's just going to be a crazy movie. I'm excited for it. Even if the 2 aren't in it, which I'm calling you right now, they're in it. I'll bet you want to bet money they're in it? Right here on the podcast? Do you think they're in it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like 90% sure
it
they're
might
in
not be as big as a role. As
no, they'll probably be a
though.
supporting cast. I don't care as long as we get to see Tom, Toby, and Andrew just interact. I'll be happy. Like even Toby just going like, telling Tom, hey, if with great power comes great responsibility. Just getting that mentor, like, because he hasn't heard those words yet. Just I feel like a lot of people are going to like Tom Holland if those two come back more, because people hate on Tom Holland. Toby's better, Andrew's better. Tom is hated. He is Iron Boy Jr. I like Tom. He's my favorite Spider-Man. I just think having Toby interact with them, maybe even bring up Uncle Ben this movie. Like, this is how my Uncle Ben died. What happened to your Uncle Ben? Even having those little discussion moments would just make this character great and like give you chills just going down your body, bringing up all those old moments from the 2000 movies. You know what I mean? So I think they have to be in it. I hope they're in it, but if they aren't in it, I won't be upset.
You'd be totally upset.
I would be totally upset. Yeah, I'd be crying walking out.
What did they do?
I'd be flipping my popcorn.
Oh, there's so
I'd
many
probably be
rumors
flipping
out there.
There's so much going on that it has to be true, though.
Just,
the only thing that shuts it down is Tom, Toby, and Andrew. Actually, Toby. Like, we'll get back to that. Tom and Andrew have said, yeah, we're not all in the movie. But Toby says,
who's the villain that mentioned it too? Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Oh, Toby, of course.
Yeah, it was the teacher from Far From Home.
Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, he said, who's you excited? But I feel like that was a trick question by the reporter.
Toby, of course.
So, but I do think with all those villains coming back, they have to come back. You know, they're villains. Tom Holland's gonna mess up. Just from what I've seen from the trailer, in my estimate, he's gonna mess up badly releasing these villains. It's gonna be his fault. I'm telling you right now.
Why?
So just why is Doctor Strange chasing them down and stuff? They're saying Danny DeVito.
Danny
DeVito is Green Goblin.
Dr. Octopus.
No. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin manipulates Tom to release the characters because Doctor Strange locks them away. So he releases them because he says, you need to release us to go back to our universe. But I don't think they go back, it seems like. So the only way is, after Tom releases them, is you need to bring in other people to help him capture the Sinister Six. Who is that sixth villain? We only have 5 that we've somewhat seen in the trailer with Sandman and Lizard. Who's that sixth? Could it be like Mysterio coming back? Jake Gyllenhaal? Could it be Vulture? Michael Keaton? Could it be Rhino? Paul Giamatti? I mean, like, who could it be? It can't be Venom. You can't do Venom. I don't think. If they're saying they're doing Venom, it's probably from Spider-Man 3, and absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Can't do that.
So it'd have to be Tom Hardy, but you're not going to bring Tom Hardy in this movie right after he has his own movie. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not Venom. It has to be...
Tom Hardy's too much of a good guy.
It's
kind of
3 people. You got Vulture, Mysterio, or Rhino. It's basically one of those 3. Who do you think it is? Mysterio? I think if it's out of any of the 3 of them, it'd probably be Mysterio too.
Yeah.
Mysterio or Rhino. If they're doing all multiverse movies, old movies and stuff, it'd probably be Paul Giamatti Rhino. But I think Mysterio's still alive somewhere. He's the master of illusions. He's not dead. Or even like maybe at a reveal at the end credit scene, he's still alive for a 4th movie or something. We'll see him alive, I'm sure. Everyone liked Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's basically everything. We talked a lot of Spider-Man, some Eternals, some more DC, Aquaman 2. But that will be the end of the first podcast for the Superhero Bro Show. I'm Bryant.
I'm Zach.
And always remember, don't just fly, soar. See you guys in the next one.